Hey guys, how's it going? I thought this was a good use case to share with you guys. So I just recently did a video about my latest backpack and the loadout and everything I carry in there. So I'm in the middle of making a kit of all the products that are in my bag, which is what I'm looking at. So this is our kit page. Basically, these are all affiliates, right? You're helping us by purchasing something, and in kit you can make little packages, so little groups. Kit, they call them kits, and you have all those items in there. So I've added a bunch of these items in here. As you can see me scrolling, these are all the things I keep on every day, but it's not about that. But notice when I add them, when I add them to the kit with an Amazon link or whatever the link is, sometimes they pull in the title and the link, but they don't pull in the description. So in order for me to add the description back, I need to basically do like a 2-tab thing, right? Open up one browser of the product, grab the description, take that description, go back to this page, come in here, edit it, and then paste the description in there. It's one of those mundane tasks. And what do I always say? Don't use AI for anything you don't know how to do. Use it for more mundane tasks, right? And this is one of them. So I just wanted to show it run through this process. Now I'm using Comet here. I'm still in the ballpark that Comet is still the best at these agentic agent type things. I want to like Atlas, OpenAI's Atlas, but it's just not there yet. It's on the same level as Dia, as it's good for summarizing, it's good for, daily driving, basic stuff, consumption, but not anything more. It's like they have their toes in the water, but they haven't taken their first steps yet. That's the way it feels to me. Comet is there already. It might not be perfect, but it's taken those first steps already, whereas Atlas hasn't taken that first step. The toes are just in the water. That's it. All right. So in here, I've tested this once already, and spoiler alert, it worked. I did with one actual description, which was this iPhone. I told it to open the first product in the list, which happened to be this Apple iPhone 17, copy and summarize the description, and then go back to the main page and open and edit the product in here and paste the description, right? So in our workflow here, I asked it to write it back just so I could share with you guys what it's actually going to do. So identify all products in the 2025 Everyday Carry Kit, which is what we're in right here. For each such product, open the product link, summarize the main description and key features. Return to the kit.co page and add the summary to the product's description field. Save and submit changes if needed. Repeat this process until all products without descriptions have concise summaries. And I also told it, wait for me to say begin or yes to start it. So I'm going to say yes over here and let it be. I'm going to go ahead and type out yes over here and let it start this, just so you guys can see the process. So it says starting the process, summarizing a description for all products. It says working. We could see now we see the pages change. So it's already in the edit page. So that was quick. So it actually already opened and did that first step for the glasses. Now it's going to the next one. Let's see, I'm going back to main kit panel, 47 products. Okay, so now it opened up the Nomad case, which I use on my iPhone. Love these cases. Not too sold on the one for the 17. I might, if you're interested, let me know in the comments and I'll do a video on why. And it was great on there. I recommend it if you have a 16. 17th, there's a little caveat there. I don't think they really thought it through. They just redid it for that. So it's still going back. So it's easy. So now it's back on the Nomad. So it should paste the summary in there. So most of the time with these agents, it doesn't feel like they do it faster than you would do it, but keep in mind, they have to learn it and figure it out for the first time while you're doing it too, where you already have a sense on how to do it, right? I'm not saying it's better or worse. It's just how it is. But the idea here is that I could be working and doing something else right now, and don't need to focus too much on it. And since it's a mundane task, I could troubleshoot really easy and figure out what's going on without any issues. So again, you could see like it just pulled up this MagSafe. This is one of the few Qi 2.2 chargers I found that's official, which is why I purchased that one when I got my iPhone 17 actually. And still chugging away over here, guys. So again, this isn't super fast, but I could walk away and come back. So the problem I have with Atlas is, number one, it's really not there yet. I could ask it, even if one of the first things I noticed is you cannot chain things together. So you cannot change agent, what do we call them? Tasks. You can't chain agent chat tasks together. So like with this, we asked it one task, but it's really kind of multiple, right? So it's doing the same task over and over again. With Comet, I don't believe Comet could do that. So it will do one instance of a task and then default back to the regular OpenAI. It leaves that whole agent thing. So it can't do the agent again. So it could chain regular OpenAI questions and tasks and run through it, but not agent task. It does one and then it goes back, and there's no way of chaining that. So you wouldn't be able to do this. But even if this was just that one single task, I feel like this would still trip it up. And I've actually tried it, and it does trip it up. And then the other thing I just ran into, I just hit their whole agent cap. So it seems like there's only 20 agent tasks a month that you're allowed in the Plus plan. I was already paying for OpenAI. It's one of the things I've been paying for since the beginning, and I do most of my mundane, regular AI stuff in ChatGPT, which is why I was excited about it. And having all my web searches and everything in one place kind of made sense. I wanted to take advantage of that. But with that said, it's just not there yet. And Comet's kind of killing. As you can see, Comet's still showing that it's not my default because I've been trying to push on Atlas, hoping that it would be good. But now I just hit that limit, and it's like I've been using Comet for a couple of months now, and I can't say that I hit any agent limits. After doing a little research, I think one of the big differences is I think Atlas does the agents from the cloud. So bear with me. I don't know if I'm explaining this correctly. If you know more, please let me know down in the comments. But I feel like Atlas spins up cloud versions of browsers and does the agent tasks in that cloud version. Whereas Comet spins up a local LLM on your machine and does the agent tasks on that machine. Yes, it could pull up other tabs and other instances, but they're local instances of the LLM contained within the local browser on your machine. And anyone, if you know more, please let me know. I'd love to know more about this stuff. So we're still chugging away at this. So yeah, now we're at a little cable tester that I have. That thing's pretty neat. You could plug cables in and see what those cables are capable of for data transfers. Is it a Thunderbolt 3, a 4 cable? Is it USB 2, 3, 3.1, 3.2? It's a nice thing to have on hand since there's so many USB-C cables now and it's hard to tell them apart. But it's chugging along. While this is using the agent, I can't like, it takes control over the left side of the screen, right? The browser part. I can't even scroll to see where we are in this list. But I can scroll on the right-hand side on what it's doing. You can pause it and start it again. I'm kind of don't like doing that. I feel like I might mess stuff up unless I have something written. The other thing too, it's OpenAI. I write a lot of GPTs and projects. Again, a lot of the mundane tasks I keep in there. Even like notebook type of stuff. I use Canvas as like a notebook nowadays. You know, open the canvas and then type into the canvas. This way I could reference it and pull stuff from it later on. Or my dictation in the car is with, you know, ChatGPT on my phone, putting it straight in there. So look, this ran into an error. So again, I'm doing this live for the first time, back to back. It made it through a bunch of them, but it looks like they hit an error. And I did see some red pop up before, but I kind of ignored it to see it keep going. Let's, you know, what would you suggest to get this all done? I'm just gonna ask it. Let's do it your way. Okay, so it's saying to kind of do it in batches of 2 or 3 products. Make sure they don't hit any issues. So, and I don't know if you can see here though, on the right-hand side, you can see all this other thumbnail. This is its internal browser. So when it's opening up another tab, it's over here. And I believe if you click in this box, I don't want to do it while it's running. I don't want to mess it up right now, but it will open that tab again up top in here. And it'll be another one. So because we redid this, I don't think now it's kind of doing it more in the background, I guess. We're not going to see much open in the page that we're in. Good, I'm back on the kit product. I'm going to click on it. Okay, so I clicked on it. See, it opened in another tab up here. I wanted to wait until it showed the kit page again. And now we're back to seeing what it's doing over there. So this is also a nice little product. It's it tells you how many volts, watts, and amps are going through. Let's say you want to see if you're getting the full charge of whatever battery brick or something you're using. If it's saying 60 amps that you're, 60 watts that your phone should be charging at, you could test it and see if that's really what you're getting. Really nice little product to have. Not that you need it that often, but it is something nice to have on hand. Oh, my MacBook Pro. So it's still chugging along here. So I don't know. Let me know, guys. What do you think? Are you using any of these agent-based browsers like Comet or Atlas? Let me know your thoughts and what's your use case. Share with me. What are you using it for? Are there any happy surprises you had with them? Do you find anything about them challenging? I mean, that's a tough question right there. AI challenging, yeah. Ready to keep going, confirm with continue. Okay, so since we stopped here, that's good because now I could kind of scroll through here and see where we're at. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we got 8 out of quite a few. I'm not going to bore you with the rest, so I think that's a good time to call it. Just wanted to share with you a latest use case, real world use case that I'm using right now. I'll throw some links to these things down below. Catch you next time. Take care, guys.